Hey guys, Gav here, and thought we'd do a quick video. I got some tips for you guys. I've been working on this for quite a while now because there was a lack in other areas. So pop on in here, and I'm gonna give you some tips for how you can avoid these checkpoints. Hey guys, when you're in the area. So here's the deal. Along the southern border, okay, across into Mexico, there's these fake law checkpoints. And we're not talking about just a basic border management. We're talking about DHS, Border Patrol goons making fake security and fake law and fake rules and harassing and questioning people. It's really kind of a part of the drug war. These checkpoints are more about finding ways to steal drugs and asset forfeiture and stuff like that. They have nothing whatsoever to do with safety. Okay, that's not what checkpoints are about, and it's certainly not what these federal checkpoints are about. And so people throw this at you, oh, this is to stop illegal immigration. We don't have an illegal immigration problem in America. We have a treasonous government. We have an illegal government problem who's creating immigration issues. But not only that, these checkpoints have nothing to do with protecting the border. They're not on the border. And if you guys watch my videos, you've seen numerous of my videos. If you go to my channel after this is over and search for Gavin Syme checkpoint video, you'll find them. So they're all through Texas, Arizona, California, New Mexico, along the border. This is where they're the worst. I don't think there's many up along the Canadian border and the other borders, other than, of course, the ones on the border. And they're thugs at those ones too, but that's a little bit of a different discussion. It's not so much that there should be no observation at the border. It's that the federal government has no constitutional authority to do that. It's supposed to be a state issue. And, of course, it's just used for tyranny now, okay? But here's what I got. See you all guys in there. Shout out to all you guys. Appreciate you being here. I've been working on this map for a while because there's like a Wikipedia article that had like the DHS checkpoints. DHS is Department of Homeland Security, so it's the Gestapo basically. Then there's some, various random websites, but I thought, man, these are incomplete. There was also another Google map floating around out there, but it was like mostly for Texas. So since last year, when I've had time, I've just gone through and I've been finding all these checkpoints. Some of these I've been through myself, and you'll see videos of them. Some of them I just researched and I asked around. I checked the Wikipedia article, which was incomplete, but I took a lot of entries from there. I would dig down deep into the satellite view of the map and just kind of scan the road sometimes where I knew there was supposed to be one until I found one. So let me flip the camera. I will show you guys, and I will link this. I will link this in the, here's the info here. I'll link this in the notes down below. But basically, this is a Google map. And so this is what I've been wanting for a long time, because this way you can save this on your phone. You can look it up on your Google Maps while you're traveling, and it'll be linked to your GPS, so you can really see where you are in relation to it. So here is the list. Now, I made a short link, but I'll link this in the video. There is a short link for this, and I just kind of went public with this today and have really got it pretty well up to speed. Now, this doesn't mean there's not stuff missing. In fact, since I put this out there a few hours ago, I've actually got numerous messages from people saying, hey, there's one here and there's one there. Now, you'll see a second one. Here's all these DHS checkpoints down along the border, right? And then you'll see these flags. These represent the Fruit Nazi checkpoints. And those are kind of the two main checkpoints in the south. And you'll see I've got them separated here so you can turn the layers on and off and expand them and look at them all the lists. And so you can click on any of these here. So very organized, or you can click on any of them here and you can see info, coordinates, notes on certain ones, things like that. All right, so there's all those checkpoints. Makes it very handy. No one, and I mean no one, should be harassed at an illegal checkpoint. These things have no part with law. They are absolutely illegal under the Fourth Amendment, every single one of them. And they're not about keeping our country safe. They're not about honest immigration. Nothing. They're not about anything good. They're about one thing, and that's tyranny, control, power, and money. Okay? So, spread the word on this. Get it out there. If there's ones missing, let me know. Okay? I will link the map in the comments here, but there's also that short link that I just showed, and this is a public map. You can share it, you can spread it. You can't edit it because I'm moderating it. So if you know of another checkpoint that's not on there, you can send it to me. At the moment, this is just California Fruit Nazi checkpoints and federal inland border patrol DHS checkpoints, okay? All illegal checkpoints. Now, I know we have like DUI checkpoints and stuff like that, and those are every bit as illegal, but two things, they're a little harder to track. You kind of got to coordinate on a county level a lot of times on those because they move around, they're not consistent, they might be on the weekends. The other thing with the DUI checkpoints and the more local checkpoints is the rules are more restrictive. You know, the feds don't restrict themselves. So the rules on those are a little more restrictive, and usually you can see them coming and just turn off. And of course, if they come harass you for that, turn your camera on. This list here, these can be pretty serious checkpoints. I mean, I've been through various ones of these. Never been arrested, although Brad Feynman at one of the Fruit Nazi checkpoints, he was arrested, windows broken out of his car. There's a video of that. It's on my channel. And lots of people have been arrested. Usually, in my experience, if you come to these checkpoints and you say, look, I'm not answering your questions, I'm not pulling to secondary, I'm filming, I don't have to answer your questions, and you stand your ground and you film, make sure you're filming, usually they will let you go on your way after haranguing you a little bit. Sometimes they'll just wave you right through when they see you're the one that's going to question them, right? It depends on whether they want to harass somebody. Just use caution. And be wise, right? I mean, at some point, if they're pointing a gun at your head saying, tell me this, you know, there's nothing to be ashamed of sometimes in a tactical retreat. There's numerous videos where I've taken on these checkpoints and I've never been arrested, but people do get arrested. How you stand, whether you film, things like that are key. So anytime I'm coming near a checkpoint, the camera's ready, right? Somebody's filming when we get to that checkpoint, and look for my checkpoint videos, and maybe I'll link a couple of those in the comments of this. There's a couple of my checkpoint videos that have gone viral, and you can kind of see how I handled those and maybe get some thoughts for yourself. Another option, though, is a lot of times, guys, I don't want to fight them every day, right? I don't want to risk getting arrested when I'm on the road with my family all the time. So one of the things for this map is just to help you avoid them. Most of the Fruit Nazi checkpoints, if you look at a map, you can find a way around. And there's some other resources out there that I've linked in the information on each of these pins, okay? There's some other resource links and stuff of how to get around them. Usually, if you know where there are, you can just look on the map for those ones and find a way around them. They make it harder for the border checkpoints. Those are the feds, and they do whatever they want, right? So they tend to place them in areas that are hard to avoid. But if you can, you know, take another route or something like that. And we need to send a message to these government traitors that it's not safety, it's not freedom, it's not okay. They're not just doing their job. They're Gestapo traitor terrorists, and we're going to regard them as such. We're going to be men of peace. We're going to stand up for the rights of our neighbor. We're going to love our neighbor, and we're going to love them enough, just like we do the blue line, to call them out. So by all means, approach with caution. I'm not giving you legal advice on how to handle a checkpoint, but if you want to see practical experience of handling a checkpoint, just go to my channel. There's lots of videos on here. I've been dealing with cops and checkpoints, and there's even educational. There's an educational section on the channel of, you know, how to deal with cops and filming and tactics and things like that I won't go into today because this would go on for a while. But I have lots of resources here on the channel for you guys, and this is just a resource that I added, and it is Symes Border Checkpoint Map. And pretty much all the DHS inland checkpoints are on here. There may be a few missing, and I will add those as I find them. Most of the Fruit Nazi checkpoints are on here. Thanks, guys. And help you to avoid those. And, you know, some of these checkpoints are active, particularly the Fruit Nazi checkpoints. Some of them are active part of the time and closed in the winter. So just be aware of them. Keep the map handy when you're going through these areas, and in your geographic area, pretty soon you'll learn. And that way, none of these sneak up on you. You can either be prepared to film or to question them, or just be prepared to avoid. So that's some tips for you guys in terms of you know, how to get that information. This is kind of a map that's been lacking for years, and I'm glad we finally got it compiled, because I know I struggled with this when I was on the road. Like, do we have a decent map? Is there a way to know, you never know for sure because the government's sneaky that way, but we're getting this map pretty extensive, and they're not going to like this, so share it everywhere. Because what they do is they try to be sneaky. They try to keep these things kind of on the down low so that they sneak up on you. They put them on lonely little remote highways and stuff like that. And so the ag checkpoints in California, they pretend those are about protecting the agriculture industry from pests, which is of course false, because last time I stopped, insects didn't stop on a highway at a border checkpoint. They just flew right on in. And it doesn't matter anyhow. That's not how you protect your ag, is by violating people's rights. You cannot protect people's freedom by violating their freedom. It's an oxymoron. You can't protect people by abusing them. You can't defend liberty by defending the blue line and all its cohorts and cronies that abuse people's rights. It just doesn't work that way, guys. It's cognitive dissonance. So speak up, stand up, spread the word, say no, question and challenge government every time, because otherwise they will trample you all the time. So get on out there. Hope this is useful to you guys. Spread the word. Checkpoint map for the southern areas of the country down there near Mexico. And stay safe. Try not to get arrested, and spread the word. As our voice increases and we gain power in that voice, don't underestimate the power, even if you end up having to comply with these thugs because they're threatening taking your car, your property, etc., which usually doesn't happen, but it can, right? Even if you say, hey, I'm going to do a tactical retreat, I'm going to comply with you right now because you're threatening my life. Even if you do that, make sure you let them know that they are Gestapo thugs and that what they do is shameful, because that has power, guys. Have a good night. Talk soon.